In this episode of FUM0064 machining, we are putting together the backside gearbox. I noticed that it emits a horrible noise when you run this machine in double speed, in the high gear. That's bad because I usually use small end mills and etc. small things, and they need the high speed, and therefore this sound was something I cannot tolerate. So I took away the gearbox, dismantled it and cleaned it up really properly. Didn't find any failure with that one. There is another bearing which might be the culprit here, and now I'm going to put it together. And this is what this episode is about, nothing more. So let's go on and do that. First we are going to install the gear lever. Well, this is the thing that changes back and forth the low gear and high gear. So it goes into this hole, and there should be oil seal. So first let's degrease this surface. Yes, I have some clean things here. Okay. This is the mating oil seal. So I decrease this as well. Now these parts are ready for installation. First of all, a little bit of oil into. There is a lever system. And then we have these little, I'll show these to you, like these. Oh! These things go into there, where I just put the oil into. We have this component. This is like that, and I noticed that the best way to set this up is to put this there in advance. These detents go up. Okay, now it's there. Oh. The detents are for this kind of thing. There is a spring and a thing like that. It goes into a hole inside here. Hopefully it doesn't drop. Yes, it didn't drop. Okay. Now just with 4 screws, we have 4 of these. Yeah. And then we have this. This is the well, user interface, if you want. Very easy to install this one. There is a set screw, and there you are. This thing has a tapered pin, and well, of course it only goes from one side, and the correct side I believe is here. Where is our... There you are. Oh, works. Yeah, this is one gear, this is 3. Yep, and that one is, yeah. Okay, that was the lever. Let's put in the top cover. Same procedure. First we decrease this one. And then same thing for the cover itself. Okay. This cover bolts in with 4 Allen screws. It's very simple. And now I will put some stuff here. And then we just put the plate here. There you are. There you are. And then wipe away the excess. There you are. Oh, one more thing for the top cover. Well, somebody did polish this really, and believe me, it was not me. Goes here. Okay, ready. The oil drain plug, which is here, it screws in, and this one didn't have any seal, which is bad, because then you end up in a dripping oil drain plug, which I had. I don't like that. So therefore I found out this is the screw, there is the sealing surface, and there is a similar surface there. And then I found this thing. This is silicone and very resistant to whatever you think. Scissors, and then just cut away the excess. It's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but I assume this one does the work. Next thing is this pulley side support, and again we are decreasing it. First this surround here. What we have here is a ring. This one doesn't have any seals per se, but instead it has this type of thing. You see there is a higher part here. The intention is that when this rotates, it slings the oil away. Any oil that is coming from there will be slinged away. So, and this one goes that way in, I believe. And then just put this on. And now wipe the excess away. That's ready. The last part of this thing is the rear, I mean front side of this. This spline here is driving the spindle actually. Well, the force is delivered by this one. This was a little bit rusty, and I cleaned it up, and hopefully now it slides as it is intended to. But now, first of all, decrease the seal surfaces. We just put it there. There is the oil escape road here under, and it goes, in our case, up. There you are. Well, that's how the inside of this thing looks like. At the backside. This is the end of the cylinder, and the bearing there, it's completely dry because somebody had used grease instead of oil. And this oiling of this depends on gravity. So therefore, well, probably I'm lucky and that bearing is not shot. Well, hopefully so. And then it also oils the spline here, which was also dry. And then I need to do some, I guess I need to do some cleanup here. Not a lot though, it's quite clean. Well, yeah, okay. Okay, so this is where we are now. First of all, well, the noise in the background is the coolant pump. So this when unlocked operates quite easily at the moment. Also this is really smooth. I did a lot of work to remove the dings from this one. There were some dings, and now it's turning like anything else. And then, without anything connected, this is the sound of the motor only. Okay. And then this is the sound with low gear. We could increase the speed. Let's put that 170 revolutions per minute. Okay. Then let's put it to the minimum. And now this is what was earlier really there was a horrible sound in the high gear. Now there is some sound, yes, but it's not that horrible, and it doesn't increase. This is 470 revolutions per minute. The top speed was about 2000. Okay. And now the other direction then. There is definitely some difference here. Now we can hear the gears. And this is quite normal, I think. Okay. Now I will put the ring on here. This thing. There is the index. Should be there. Okay. This was really difficult to get off. It was like not fun, and it's in place with these. So when I cleaned it up, I found a lot of aluminium swarf there in between. Ooh. That ring makes things a little bit tight. That one. So 4 of these into here. These are indexed, there are places where they stay. Now, this is the spindle. Now it can be put in any position here. Yeah, now it turns quite freely here. Yeah, and then there should be 4 springs, but somebody has lost one. These bolts or nuts or whatever, they go here, and then just turn it in. So there is an indexing feature here. When you, there you go, it's now indexed to 90 degrees, and soon we will hear what kind of sound it makes with that one, and that soon is now. It's way better it used to be. I also did some modification around here. There is a tube which is where the coolant is flowing down, and that was actually squirting it all over the place. Now it's probably like it was in an original set. And also I have tied some seals here around, so it doesn't drip. The coolant goes where it needs to go, and that's it. Same thing at the end of the table. This one should be sealed with that, because the coolant can rise quite high, and after that it will leak around here, and that's not a very good thing to happen. All in all, ready to rock and roll.